Hi everybody, I'm going to make a video to show you how to start our wampum belt project. And first you're going to need to make your plan. On my planning page I have three ideas on here, two that are complete and one that I was just working on. And when I'm just planning, I usually stick with one color first and make designs with that color. Might be making triangles or diamonds, squares, simple shapes, and then I will add the other colors. It's up to you if you want to color them in all the way or if you want to not do that. And I like the look of it when it's filled in completely compared to this, but it just helps me understand the plan. I think symmetry is important when you're making these, and if you make a mistake, you can have a new paper. So the plan I'm going to go with is this one, and to do this I first need to make the loom. I pre-made some cardboard looms for you guys. This is just a cereal box that I cut and then drew these lines on here. It's going to be your job to snip the lines. You should have 6 on each side. This one has more because it was actually used for a different project also, because I can use these for a couple different things. And then after you have your 6 on here, you're going to just use the whole thing of string and measure out 6 times around. So 1. See, I'm going to just hold it in place and wrap the string around 6 times. 1, 2. This gives me a rough idea so that when I cut my string, I'm not cutting too much or cutting not enough. This is not really the exact way. So I'm getting tangled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is going to be plenty for me. And when we're wrapping the looms, we're going to wrap them all the way around for this project. Sometimes you just go from one notch back down to the other notch and back, but for the purpose of this, it gives us a lot of extra string if we wrap it the whole way. So I'm going to use a piece of tape, tape it to the back. Later on we'll tie that, but just for now it'll hang out back there. And we're going, like I said, this one has extra, so I want to make sure that I'm only using 6. 1, all the way around, flip it onto the back, go the next slot. If you're nervous about this when you're done, if you're worried that you've made a mistake, have a friend check it, maybe 2 friends if you're not sure. And going all the way. And I'm going to stop just so I can show you one that's done. So if you pull it too tight, like a boat or a curve, that's not going to work. And if it's too loose, that's not going to work either. But I would go all the way along until I have both of them, both sides are set. Then, and I used a green one. Obviously this is green on this one. Then I'm going to use a longer piece of string to measure out how long I wanted this to be. I wrapped it around 20 times around the shorter sides, just going around and around and around. And I'm sure that this will be long enough. Now I've got my needle through. This is the first time I've taught this lesson with a metal needle. So I'm going to see right now in front of you, we're going to find out if it works better or not. And you're going to look at the first column of your plan. So you need to have your plan with you. And the first column of my plan says orange, orange, black, orange, orange. So I need to line up my beads the correct way. Orange, orange, black, orange, orange. I've got them on the needle. I'm going to zoom down for you guys. I've got them loaded on the needle there. And just to double check here, I've got the right amount of strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings. This needle is going to go underneath all of my string. Underneath, behind it, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to make sure that in each place that the string is, I have one bead. So right here there's 2 beads stuck. So I'm going to slide one over. And here there's 2 again. Slide one over. And this needle, it went above the string. So I have to go below the string and then pull it all the way through. All the way through. And my string is really long, so this is going to take a moment. I'm going to be careful not to tangle it. The needle is still on one end, and I forgot to show you that I anchored it by tying it right there. It's just a simple tie where you just loop it through. Oh dear, I'm coming across the little knot. Don't tangle up. Okay, phew. So I'm still kind of holding these and protecting these because they're the first ones through and they don't have any other beads to lean against. So I'm using my hand. We're getting there. I may have this string too long. We'll find out. The blue string might be too long. Okay, made it to the end. And now, this is all underneath the green. What's going to secure it, I'm going to go back and find my needle and that's attached here. What's going to secure it is when I go back through, this time I'm going to go through the beads again, but this time I'm going on top of the green. So I don't have to weave it up and down. I just need to go right through, slide it on top. And do you see that I've pulled that through? Now, just like I pulled it to one side, I'm going to have to pull it to the other. And I'm going to double check because maybe I have this blue too long for you guys. I thought that was the right length, but now that I'm doing this, it feels like, wow, a lot of string. So now, once I have this through, this set of beads will be done. And even though I went really, really slow and it didn't seem too exciting, it really is fun, and you can kind of squish them together. It won't get too squished until you do the next set. And as you go, each set will get easier and easier, and it will start to hold up off of the loom board there, the cardboard that you have. So my next pattern is actually the same. So I need the same 2 oranges, a black and 2 oranges. And I would do it just the same. I would just go under with the beads, line them in, and fill it in again. I'm going to pause it. Okay, this time I'm going to try and do it quicker, more quickly. I'm going to plop those on there in the right pattern. And then I'm going to go right underneath those green strings. I'm going to line them up in the right area. The Native Americans, of course, they didn't use pony beads. They use much tinier beads than this, but these little plastic pony beads will work just fine for us. And I'm going to hold it down, and really I'm just pulling it, sorry guys, through. I just want to show you how much, okay, see, now that I've got that second row on, it's going to start to hold those beads a little tighter. And I went underneath the first time. This time I'm going over the greens when my needle goes through. I hope everyone can see that okay. And I am really excited for you to get started, so I'm going to stop my video. Whoa, the whole mess came through. And I'm going to let you guys go to work. Okay? Let's have fun. Thanks.